incredible story out at sea, out in the Atlantic. Two Florida high school students ended up stranded for 2 hours out in the ocean. A boat captain heard their cries for help and came to their rescue. The name of the boat, the Amen. This is a story that made headlines around the world. And joining us live from their church via Skype this morning are those two amazing teenagers, Tyler Smith and Heather Brown. Good morning to both of you.
Hey guys, good morning.
Good morning. So take me back to that day, you guys. This was just a week ago. Tell me what was going on. I understand it was senior skip day. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah, so we got to skip school that day, surprisingly enough, but we just decided to go out to that beach to enjoy a nice beach day that day, and we started swimming a little, and think that's when things turned bad.
All right, so, you know, all the things we worry about, right, when we go out into the water, we worry about jellyfish, we worry about sharks, and a lot of times we forget about rip currents and how dangerous they are. So did you know that you were caught up in a rip current? What made you think something's not right?
Well, we really couldn't tell at first because we swam really far, really fast. But then I guess when we started getting tired, we started just drifting, and we could kind of tell because we had a focal point, and we just ended up way off track.
Oh my gosh, so scary. So what's going through your mind as this is happening? And you guys were able to stay together. How were you able to sort of stay connected?
We just interlocked hands and interlocked arms and just tried the best to stay as close to each other as we can.
So you guys have been friends for a long time, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about your relationship and how you guys were able to kind of keep each other from panicking.
Well, I mean, we've been friends since like middle school, and we both really know that we're both competitive, and we just both have that mentality of just don't give up. And so I really think it helped that we have that competitive drive in us to just keep each other going, just push each other to the limit.
So at no point did you guys say to yourselves, this isn't going to end well?
Oh, I was probably the first one that said that. It sounds really bad looking back at it now, but in that situation, you don't know how much longer you're able to swim for, so I thought of the worst. So.
And Heather, I understand that it was you that actually said, we need to start praying. Is that right?
I mean, Tyler actually started crying out to God first just for the strength to swim, and I kind of joined in when I realized, like, all hope is lost besides God.
And you guys go to a Christian school, so I imagine you have a pretty strong faith.
Yeah, they've helped us through everything, through kindergarten all the way through high school for me.
So tell me about what happened next. So you start praying, then what happens?
Then, well, we're just crying out for a boat, a helicopter, for our friends to be smart, and we kind of look up to check our position. We see this big old boat coming towards us, and I had a surge of energy because I just had this feeling that we knew we were going to get rescued.
Yeah, at that point, I was feeling like hopeless. Like both my legs started cramping, and you don't know what's going to happen. So all I could think was to cry for him to send something to save us. And lo and behold, that he sent a boat and named Amen.
It's truly incredible, you guys. And then the boat comes up. What happens? Then the captain or somebody pulled you in?
Yeah, so they threw us life jackets, and then they repositioned the boat and then threw us a rope and walked us to the back of the boat so that we could get on the little ledge and then climb up the ladder.
Yeah, they were the four nicest men I've ever met in my life. They knew exactly what they were doing. Yeah.
I mean, you guys are connected to these guys for life. Tell me about that interaction. How did you find out about the name of the boat?
So the first thing I said when I got on the boat was I was just in awe. I was like, God is real. And then Mr. Eric said, well, you want to know the name of our boat? And I said, yeah. He goes, name it Amen. And that was just incredible.
Heather had to rush to come and tell me, and we just started breaking down and crying.
Oh, you guys got me crying right now. Okay, and one last quick question, because I got to let you go, but I imagine the outpouring and the response around the world about this story has just overwhelmed you.
Yeah, it honestly brought me so much joy because that was my goal going into this, telling a bunch of people, was that I wanted to reach everyone who needs to reach, millions or even just one person. So I'm just glad it's done that.
Well, we are just so thankful to God that you're both alive and that this story had a happy ending. Tyler and Heather, thank you so much. I understand you guys are graduating, so congratulations. We can't wait to see what you do next. So congratulations on that as well. What a couple
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you. What a couple brave young people.